Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda, and in this video training I'm going to talk to you about the second round of stimulus checks and the link between the second stimulus check and your tax returns, what no one is telling you. I'm going to start by giving you a status update on the second round of stimulus checks. Number two, I'm going to talk about what that has to do with your tax returns. You'll be surprised because this is the information that no one else is sharing. And number three, I'm going to talk about what you should do right now without any further delay. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and get started. But if you are an existing subscriber, welcome back. If you're not an existing subscriber yet, please consider subscribing below. Please smash the notification button so you can get an instant update. And also please click the like button because it really helps out the YouTube algorithm. So let's get started with the second round of stimulus checks. Now, as a lot of you probably already know, the Democrats have passed a proposal where individuals earning up to $75,000 would get a $1,200 stimulus check, and married couples filing jointly would get $2,400 if they made up to $150,000. As individuals make more money, their stimulus check would be reduced. And for couples, if they cross $198,000 in adjusted gross income, and for individuals, if they cross $99,000 in adjusted gross income, they would not get stimulus checks. Now, the Democrats in the recently passed proposal in the House, by the way, it still has to go through the Senate, and I'll talk about that and what's likely to happen in the Senate, because the Democrats control the House and the Republicans control the Senate. But what the Democrats did is that they wanted a significant extension to unemployment benefits, and more importantly, they wanted to provide more money to dependents. So they wanted to include dependents who are aged 17 and over, which was not a part of the original CARES Act that was passed back in March. So basically, the Democrats want to be able to provide more stimulus checks, a second round of stimulus checks. On top of that, they want dependents above the age of 17 to be able to get stimulus checks, to be able to get stimulus money, and that money would go to the person filing the taxes. In other words, that person, that income, that extra stimulus check would go to the main filer who claims them as dependents. And on top of that, they want to significantly expand the pool of individuals who will get stimulus checks, including non-citizens and undocumented immigrants. Now, as you can imagine, the Republicans are going to be opposed to this. And what the Republicans want to do is to see how the economy improves, how states reopen. They want to be a lot more fiscally conservative so that they can wait and see and then provide additional stimulus if it's absolutely necessary. Now, one additional thing that the Democrats want is for these dependents over the age of 17 and for these non-citizens to get both the first round and the second round of stimulus checks. So their proposal will basically be retroactive for dependents age 17 and over and non-citizens. So essentially, the Democrats just want to give a whole bunch of people a whole lot of money as quickly as possible, and they've actually already passed the proposal in the House. Now it goes to the Senate. Now, this is where the political gridlock comes in. Now, Republicans control the Senate, and Republicans have basically said that they don't want to do more stimulus checks. They'd rather wait and see how the economy opens. But they are open to the idea of some version of the bill that the Democrats passed. Now, remember, the Democrats passed something called the HEROES Act, which is a $3 trillion bill that was passed in the House. The Republicans now are open to some sort of a stimulus check. In fact, I've done other video trainings on the channel where I've talked about the willingness, the openness of the Republicans to do another round of stimulus checks, but they don't want a $3 trillion stimulus bill. They don't want it to that extent. They're open to a smaller stimulus bill, lower than $3 trillion. So I believe, for several reasons, for global, for political, for economic reasons, that there will be a second round of stimulus checks. It's not a matter of if, but when. Speaking of the when, the Senate was on break for some time. The House was on break before that. So we basically have to wait for the House and the Senate, again, the Democratic controlled House and the Republican controlled Senate, to see eye to eye and come together to come up with a proposal that they are both happy with. It appears that this could take 4, maybe 6 weeks. And remember, then that proposal has to go to the president to sign off on. So we're basically in a gridlock where the Democrats want one thing, the Republicans want another thing. They need to come together and form a proposal which then goes to the president to be signed into law, and then that gets implemented by federal and state authorities, including the IRS, which is basically going to be responsible for doing a whole lot of the work of distributing these stimulus checks. Now, speaking of the IRS, as you probably know, the federal tax filing deadline was pushed from April 15th to July 15th. There have been some talks that it could get pushed further all the way through to September 15th, but at the time I'm recording this video training, the IRS federal tax filing deadline is the 15th of July. Now, the IRS had to do a whole bunch of work and send out $1,200 checks, and in some cases with families, $2,400 checks from the first CARES Act to millions of Americans. They had to do direct deposits, they had to put checks in the mail, and they were completely overloaded. In fact, because a lot of IRS employees have been working from home, you can imagine when they do get back to the office, they'll probably have millions of stacks of mail waiting for them, people who file their taxes, quarterly taxes, and so on and so forth. So the IRS is going to be completely overloaded once they get back to work. Now, what I foresee happening is that the tax filing deadline will get pushed back from the 15th of July to the 15th of September, because that will allow the IRS to get caught up with the second round of stimulus checks. Because the way I see it right now, it's going to be almost impossible for the IRS to send out a second round of stimulus checks and process all the filing of all the tax returns for millions of Americans by the 15th of July. It's simply not going to happen, and I think that's going to be asking for too much. Even if the IRS can get back to work in full force, even if they have all their employees back, it's just too much to ask. So we are in a situation where all of the pressure now falls on the IRS, which leads me to what you can do and what you should be doing right now. Now, this is something you need to take into consideration. Your stimulus payments are based on your most recently filed tax returns. Now, this is important because if the IRS has your 2019 tax returns, your stimulus payment will be based on your 2019 tax returns. If the IRS has your 2018 tax returns, because you have not filed your 2019 tax returns, the IRS will make the determination about stimulus check payments, including payments for dependents, based on your 2018 tax returns. So the thing that you need to keep in mind is, if you had an event in 2019 where your adjusted gross income was lower, let's say you made less income in your job, or let's say you had a child, so you have a dependent, or you have some dependents on your tax return, which then put you in a bracket where you would qualify for more stimulus money. If that happened for you in 2019, you have a small window of opportunity right now at the time that you're watching this training video to get your 2019 tax returns over and done with. Please do not wait till the last minute to file your 2019 tax returns. I mean, I can speak for myself as well. By the way, I don't qualify for any stimulus checks, but I myself, with all the complex businesses that I own and with all my holdings all over the world, we haven't filed our 2019 tax returns. I'm working with my accountants to get that filed. But the point is, whether you have a simple tax return or whether you have a complex tax return, you want to file your tax returns as quickly as possible so that if you qualify for a stimulus check, you get it quickly. Because if you hesitate on filing your 2019 tax returns, the IRS will make the determination for your stimulus check based on the 2018 tax return. So once again, if your income was lower in 2019 relative to 2018, or if you had more dependents in 2019 relative to 2018, you should be filing your 2019 taxes as quickly as possible. Don't wait until the July 15th deadline. Worse, if the deadline gets postponed, don't wait until the following deadline, because if you qualify for a higher stimulus check based on your 2019 tax returns and you have not filed your 2019 tax returns, the IRS is going to go back to what they have on file, which in this case would be your 2018 tax returns, and based on your 2018 tax returns, they will issue your stimulus check payments. So millions of Americans could potentially lose out on stimulus check payments if they don't file their 2019 tax returns. So what you need to do is take a look at your 2018 tax returns, and you'll know what your adjusted gross income was. Now file your 2019 tax returns or prepare your 2019 tax returns, and if your 2019 tax returns show a lower amount of revenue compared to 2018, you should be filing as quickly as possible right away, because again, you have a window of opportunity, and then the IRS will pick up the 2019 tax returns because they now have it on file, and then they'll use that to process the second round of stimulus checks. So let's see how this pans out from a timeline perspective. Let's say that you file your 2019 tax returns in the next couple of weeks, and then 2 weeks after that, the second round of stimulus checks is announced. Because I feel that the way this is going to pan out is we're going to see maybe 2, 3 or 4 weeks between when I make this video training and when the second round of stimulus checks is announced. By the way, there will be a second round of stimulus checks. I've done other video trainings on the channel on why there are global, political and economic reasons why there will be a second round of stimulus checks. Globally, the American consumer essentially drives the rest of the world. Politically, the president wants to get re-elected, and the Democrats obviously don't want him to get re-elected, and so both parties will try and provide some sort of a stimulus in order to be able to win your favor, win your vote, if you will. And there are economic reasons. I mean, if we don't get stimulus checks, we're not going to be able to pay our rent. Many of us are not going to be able to buy food, and that's just not something that's not something that should happen. Not in the United States of America. You know, I've mentioned this in previous training videos. For me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. So for me, what matters is that all my viewers, all my subscribers, take a close look at your 2018 taxes, what you already filed. Take a look at your 2019 numbers, and then file your 2019 taxes as quickly as possible, if that will help you get more stimulus money. Because basically, if you made less money in 2019, or if you had dependents, or let's say you had a business and you had greater expenses in 2019, and you know your business made less money in 2019, you now would be eligible for more stimulus money. The mistake you will make is to do nothing and just sit around waiting for a stimulus check. Please don't do that. I want you to look at this proactively. I want you to take action preemptively so that this can work in your favor, because at the end of the day, the IRS is going to issue the stimulus money based on the most recent tax return that they have. Now, there are two other factors to keep in mind. The first is that not all Americans, not all individuals are required to file tax returns, particularly those with little to no income. For those individuals, the IRS has what's called as a non-filer tool, so that they get your information on file with them. Remember, if the IRS does not have your information on file, you will not get a stimulus check. Now, you may end up getting a stimulus check once they get around to you, but it could take a long time. It could take several weeks or several months. If you desperately need the stimulus check, I would advise you to file your 2019 tax returns if that's going to help you at this moment in time. And by the way, coming to the second reason that you should file your 2019 tax returns is if you are eligible for a refund from the IRS. The only way you'll get the refund is by filing your 2019 tax returns. So all the more reason to file your 2019 tax returns, because the 2019 tax returns could potentially give you a refund. In many cases, this refund from the IRS could be bigger than the second stimulus check. So again, two reasons for you to be able to file your 2019 tax returns as quickly as possible. One is if your income is lower, it'll entitle you to a bigger stimulus payment. And number two, if you're entitled to a refund, if you overpaid in taxes in 2019, you will actually get that money back from the IRS. In many cases, that could be bigger than the size of the second stimulus check based on the way things are going. Again, if you're a non-filer, you want to use a non-filers tool on the IRS website so that the IRS has your information so that they can send you your money as quickly as possible. If you don't file your 2019 taxes, you could potentially be leaving money in the hands of the government, money that should be yours and money that should come back to you right away. And one final thing, when it comes to the withholding of taxes in your paycheck, you have the option to have a lesser amount of your taxes withheld so that your paycheck is bigger. It's almost like your own personal stimulus. If you have less taxes withheld so that you get a bigger paycheck, and then you owe the IRS money in the following year. So you should take a look at the way your taxes are withheld and talk to your employer about changing that so that less taxes are withheld from each paycheck, so that you end up with a larger take-home pay. Now, I know a lot of us are still waiting to get our jobs back, but I'm talking about when you get your job back, when when life starts to hopefully become normal again, you have the option to change the way your withholding is done in your paycheck, you should talk to your employer and say, I want minimal withholding. You may have to fill out a form. You'll have to talk to your employer about that. But again, let's say you earn $900 a pay period, and after taxes you're getting $600 in your paycheck. By changing the way your withholding works, you may end up getting $800 per paycheck. Now, that still means that you're going to owe the IRS money when you file your taxes next year, but that's better than, that's a good situation because you have more money in your pocket as opposed to having the IRS take it out from the get-go. So just something to consider. You're going to have to pay your taxes one way or another. I'm just talking about adjusting your withholding on an as-needed basis to give you that extra breathing room during this time of crisis and as we emerge from this time of crisis. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the like button if you got some good ideas from this video training. It helps out the YouTube algorithm. Please click subscribe and please enable the notifications button so you get an instant update when I release future important training videos like this. Thank you so much. We'll all get through this. I'm with you, and as a subscriber to my channel, I can assure you that I'll do everything I can to bring you information that helps you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next training video.